Welcome back to my video, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a little bit a different video than what I normally do. I want to do a small series, and in this series I'm gonna take a special designer of a cars, and I'm gonna try and design a body that will be inspired by the design of that designer, but with of course my own twist, and fit it onto the MAYCO Friends body. And so in this video I'm going to talk about the person and show a little bit of what he has done. And then next I will go a little bit more into 3D modeling and things like that. And I'm going to try and take you along with the design and with my ideas. And just also like part of like a run through of how I work on a project. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you can learn something from it. If you like the videos, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, please feel free to do so. And thank you for watching in advance, and let's get started. So if you like car design like me, then you might know companies like Pininfarina. If you follow my channel because of the Peugeot 406 Coupe, you should know Pininfarina. If you like cars like Ferraris, you should know Pininfarina. You should know Bertone, you should know Giugiaro, you should know Italdesign. These are the big companies. But there's also, I think he's kind of a quirky guy, but he's also funny, and he is, I don't know. I don't particularly like everything that he does, but I do very well understand where he is coming from. Let me put it that way. The name I'm talking about is Colani. Colani is a German designer, and he has done a lot of designs, and I think he's in some ways most famous for his trucks, because he has made prototypes for these crazy fuel efficient trucks. The funny thing about Colani is that he is an aerodynamicist, he is a designer, he is an artist, and he is very inspired by nature. So what you'll see is he makes this very organic and sculptural designs for vehicles, which are based on aerodynamics and are generally super aerodynamic, completely non-functional, but they are super aerodynamic. He has had several cars that went way below 0.2 CX value, so that's impressive. Especially considering that it was in the 60s and the 70s. And so basically I have a book here of his designs, and I was going through it and I got really inspired by his work. And what I want to do is make a design based on some of the lines and some of the ideas and the shapes that he has. And I want to fit it onto the body. And you might now ask, why do you do this, and why in particularly are you showing it like this? Well, what I'm trying to show in this video series is that vehicles are becoming more custom and more specified to individuals, especially with 3D printing and everything like that. And what you used to have in the past is custom coach building, where you, for example, had name a car like a Citroën, and they built a custom body on top of it, or you had a BMW with a custom body, or Rolls-Royce, or and basically my platform is there so that you can put whatever you want on top of it. And of course with limitations. That's the way it works with this body, with this structure, I mean, sorry. And but what I also want to show is that I think it's a very good starting platform for a student working on a school, for example. You get to understand what steering does, what suspension does, what functionality and safety does, and still you can see a lot of potential freedom to design something very unique. And with that in mind, I want to go into this project. because I know Colani has a lot of aerodynamics, and a lot of aerodynamic features on his cars, and that fits perfectly with this very narrow monocoque, because then we can do something with those yeah, very unique designs that he has. Um, if you look, for example, at the Valhalla from Adrian Newey, the Aston Martin, that is also a car that has a very unique styling and has a lot of open areas under the car and to the side of the car to allow airflow and less resistance, etc. And this body style allows it. The reason that this, sorry, I say it again, this chassis design allows it, and the reason that I wanted to have this feature is because I also like hot rods, and they also are quite narrow and have the wide wheel arches to the side, and I want to be able to have that as an option. So it allows you very much creative freedom, and it allows you to design your own bodies. And that is what I hope that people find interesting on this, and that designers want to do with this, and design houses, and so you have this basic chassis that you can design something completely unique on top of. And so that for me is something I want to promote, and I want to show, and I want to play with a little bit. And yeah, as I mentioned, I got inspired by browsing to Colani's design work, and yeah, so I want to do something with that. Looking through his book, I have selected several models and several ideas that I like, and I want to go with this really aerodynamic styling, that almost wing-like styling for most of the car, and but I do want it to be toned down a little bit so that it is an actual car, and not too much spacey, so to say. But with that, I want to really show in details the Colani styling, and I think especially the nose will be very telling for a Colani design. And yeah, so I have some ideas, I have some sketches. I will show the sketches, and from there on out we will start modeling in the next video. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.